I feel that the person I am today is because of my family and the urge I had to increase my education, even though it took me some time to get to that point. Growing up, I've had many experiences most children didn't. Having to eat out of a dumpster and being rushed to the emergency room is far from the childhood I wanted. I guess you could say that Silver Cross was my second home. I had a father who was trying so hard to provide for our family that selling drugs seemed to be the only way out, which resulted in him being locked up for a total of 15 years. I had a mom who tried her best to care for 3 children on her own, but because things were so difficult, she had to give up one. Me. She left me with my grandparents and never came back, so they adopted me, like Ali did for Hassan in The Kite Runner. Although it was hard, I promised myself that I would never put my children through what I've been through. I would get an education, pursue my career so that my family can have more than what they ever needed, just like Willy Loman in Death of a Salesman. Whenever I failed a subject, I went to my counselor to be in extra programs to make up my grade. There was never a time I was positive about my work or projects. There was even a time when I didn't ask any questions because I didn't want to sound dumb. After all, to everyone else, I was the girl from the private school. Everyone expected me to know everything. It was a standard I failed to live up to. But I made sure that I'll make my family proud by keeping my head in the books and keeping my trust in God. It was my job to get an education because I felt that my family is too big to thank one by one, so I would thank them all at once by being accepted to college. My family always pushed me to do better and to pursue an academic career, so I've learned to get through every hardship that was given to me. And because my family is so loving, caring, and funny, I had no choice but to have those characteristics also. When I first came to West, I was terrified, but I put my guard down and I treated people how I want to be treated. That's how I was raised after all, so it was instinct to live by it. And by me wanting to better my education, I learned that everyone has a different side, but you have to give everyone a chance. The main social constructs that I believe has shaped me as a senior is education, because at the beginning of my freshman year, I didn't know anything. I didn't know anything that was going on, and I didn't understand class periods. This resulted in me doing horrible when it came to tests and quizzes, and before I knew it, my GPA had dropped so significantly that I honestly wanted to give up and go to a different school. Not only was I disappointed in myself, my family was also. And from then on, I made it my first priority to do better. I felt that if I wanted to be someone, and if I wanted to go somewhere in life, I needed to be educated. My senior year in English, I thought it would be really hard. But once I looked and saw that I was doing great, I told myself that I can keep it that way if I tried my hardest. Because my family has so many different personalities, it made it easy for me to get along with everyone, including my teachers. I believe that everyone has to go through something in order for them to be passionate about something. Well, in my case, my hardships and tribulations allow me to excel in life and achieve my goals. And this is why I am who I am. A weird, outgoing, crazy, spontaneous person, Ashanti.